All right, welcome to Chamber Connect. I'm your host, Deb Newman, and today we are taking you to the city of Brewer, the beautiful city of Brewer, with our guest, Renee Doble, who serves as Deputy Director for the Department of Economic Development at the city of Brewer. Welcome to the program.
Thanks, Deb. It's great to be here.
Well, things are warming up, people are getting out, and one of the places that many of us enjoy going is your beautiful Riverwalk. Love it. And that has been a project that has just continued to grow and develop and be enhanced year over year after year. So let's talk about what's happening this year, what's new, and you've got a special event coming up in June.
Yes, we do. And I don't know if everybody knows, but we have free Wi-Fi all along the Riverwalk. So you can stop and get on your phone for free, or you could even stop and do a meeting while you're down there at a picnic bench and have your lunch. There's also 24-hour surveillance cameras, so the police are keeping an eye on everything to keep it safe. And lots of park benches and picnic benches and flowers for everyone to enjoy. There's even some chess tables along the way.
And it's a great place, I know from experience, to take your doggy for a walk, to take your kids. There's special activities for children, right?
Yes, there's a children's garden and a little, like a theater area, lots of flowers to look at, a little bridge to cross. And then, of course, on June 7th, we've got the Riverwalk Festival coming up, and that's an all-day event starting at 11 o'clock. We're going to close Center Street, which is in our downtown area on one of the ends of the Riverwalk, and we'll have food trucks throughout the Center Street area, as well as some business tables and activities, music, theater performances. We'll have a magician. We've got fireworks at 9, which will be a lot of fun, and then craft fair, all kinds of stuff for the whole family to enjoy.
June 7th.
Yes.
And it's going to be a beautiful day.
Yes.
Let's just put that out there right now.
That's
Mother
right.
Nature's listening.
Yes.
Again,
rain or shine.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
We're speaking with Renee Doble from the city of Brewer about the Riverwalk. And I'm gonna circle back to the children's activities, because didn't you add like a music garden or something last year?
We did. We added some musical instruments that anybody can walk by and play, and they're like chimes that you can just hit, and it makes beautiful music. And soon, probably by mid-June, we'll have a sculpture there that will depict the history of the ice in the Brewer area that was donated by the owner of Getchell Ice.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. We've got the other things coming up is we have an amphitheater that we're going to be building in Indian Trail Park, and that should be finished by the late fall this year.
So there can be performances.
There can be performances. You could have theater or music or weddings, you name it.
Wow, this has just been so exciting for the city of Brewer, and I'm sure in your role it's been a great project to be part of.
It has. It's been really fun, and you know, when you meet people and they find out you work for Brewer, the first thing people talk about is the Riverwalk and how much fun it is and how beautiful it is.
And it's just so well taken care of.
Yeah.
It really is. It's just
we really make it a priority.
Yeah. And it's something that, you know, as a Chamber of Commerce, we receive inquiries all the time from people thinking about relocating here, moving here, bringing their families here. And that is one of the assets that they cite is our waterfront, and both the Bangor side and the Brewer side. It's really true. It's something that families enjoy, individuals enjoy. And now you've got me thinking that, you know, we can all kind of play a little hooky and take our laptop with us and work over there and get outside. Well,
Yeah.
that's nice. I didn't know that you had Wi-Fi. I might be going there this afternoon. That's good to know. What are there any other sort of long-term plans, big audacious goals for the Riverwalk?
Well, we always have big goals of expanding it. It's a little bit tricky because of where the river is and how some of the land is, but we'd love to connect it to Indian Trail Park and go up further. There are plans for a primitive path that will circle the whole city of Brewer. So that's fun and a good long-term plan. Just Takes a little bit of time to pull it all together.
Yeah, well, look how far it's come. When
Yeah.
do you remember? I'm putting you on the spot here, but when did the development of the Riverwalk even begin?
It started back in the early 2000s. They
Wow.
had to first revitalize the whole area and put some extra shoring into and riprap to keep it from falling away. It was eroding part of the Riverwalk banks. So they got that all shored up and then little by little added pieces of the Riverwalk. It was done in 3 phases actually over years. And the last phase was finished in 2019. And that's when we decided to start doing the Riverwalk Festival to celebrate our Riverwalk and make sure everybody got a chance to come check it out.
And there's some great businesses right along the Riverwalk as
Yes.
well if you want to just stop and get lunch or have a beverage. Do you expect to see, and maybe this is confidential, but you can tell us, any future business development?
Well, as a matter of fact,
Oh,
the big box factory that everybody checks out right beside High Tide has recently been purchased. And they're planning to make a boutique hotel and a restaurant and a cafe.
oh my gosh, that's so great.
Yeah,
That
that's going to be exciting.
It is a building that many of us have obsessed over.
And I noticed this morning when I drove by, they had new windows in it. So progress is happening.
That's great. A boutique hotel right there. Oh, that's cool. What
Yeah.
do you know the timeline on that?
I don't. It's
Yeah.
probably going to be slow. I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done inside.
Yeah, no doubt. But that's exciting.
It's very
That's
exciting.
a great addition. Any other City of Brewer inside scoop you want to share with us?
Well, let's see. We do have a 120th year celebration for Gold Star Cleaners. That's going to be on June 13th. They're going to be having hot dogs and stuff to celebrate their customers. The mayor and the councilors will be there to celebrate with them, and they invite the whole community to come join them. So that'll be fun. They're going to have food and stuff.
120 years.
Yeah. Isn't
They're
that
chamber
incredible?
members, by the way, so shout out to Gold Star Cleaners. That's really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is cool.
yeah.
Yeah, we've got a lot of fun stuff that we're hoping to make happen. There's a new city manager. The council is fairly new,
Right,
so there could be some new changes happening.
right. How long have you been serving in this role? Again, if you're just tuning in, we're speaking with Renee Doble, and she is the Deputy Director for the Economic Development, or the Department of Economic Development for the City of Brewer. You've been doing this for quite some time.
I've been with the city for 8 years now.
Yeah. What do you like about the job?
Well, I like that it's different every day. I love working with businesses and helping them find resources and just being the connector to help people find the person that's the expert. We often say that we're not the expert in everything, but we know who the experts are. So if somebody is looking for, who to get a loan from or how to write a business plan, we can help point them in the right direction.
Right. So if you're listening and you're currently in business or you're thinking about maybe starting a business, just talk to Renee.
Definitely.
She'll take care of you. And you have a great relationship with other communities.
I do. And we all work together well, and I encourage any small business or large business that's having any questions about how to move into the city or what the resources are, reach out to your economic development person in your town, because they really are a great resource. And we do work well together. If we don't have the right place for the business in Brewer, we'll often refer them to Bangor, Old Town, or Orono if we know that they've got space that'll work.
Yeah, we really do. It's really a regional approach.
It really is.
Like, we just want you here in
Right.
the region, and we want to find the best location for you, so you will be successful because we want your success equals everybody's success.
Yeah,
Rising
really,
tide shifts, you know the thing.
exactly. We work together as a big community.
Yeah, I any of us who've been through Brewer, there's a lot going on. I don't see a lot of vacant buildings.
There really aren't.
Is that a challenge for you?
It is a little bit of a challenge that I have a list of businesses who are looking for bigger spaces or new spaces and waiting for things to open up. I mean, it's a good thing that we don't have empty spaces. It means we've got a lot of businesses. The problem is we do have some land that's available, but it's so expensive to build right now. People are a little bit hesitant, but hopefully in the future we'll see some buildings on some vacant land.
And, again, I don't want to put you on the spot, but if somebody said, and we get this question a lot at the chamber, I have 3 hours or 4 hours to spend in Brewer, where should I go?
Well, I would first start them off on the Riverwalk.
For sure.
And then if they wanted to stop for a meal, High Tide and Mason's, one on either end. Of course, you can still walk around the amphitheater, and there's a trail that goes down to the river. So those would be good places to stop if you have little kids. There's a big playground up by the auditorium and the pool.
And there's so many good shops too. And it's, of course you mentioned one, you don't want to leave anybody out, but like Tiller and Rye just celebrated an anniversary.
They just celebrated 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do a great job. And yeah, there's lots of little downtown shops. Then of course we've got the bigger shops and lots of other restaurants. It's really a fun place to be and walk around and check things out.
There's some good ice cream.
Yes, very good ice cream.
What's
It's Jimmy's and Dairy Queen.
Yeah. And we did a ribbon cutting not too long ago at the new Parody market.
Yes.
That place is amazing.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. It's a small family, feels like family when you walk in.
Yeah,
So
and they have some products that you don't find at some of the other markets in the region, which is one of our colleagues here goes there all the time because he's from northern Maine, and evidently they carry a line of products that you can only get in northern Maine. So
that's great.
Yeah. Anyway, just some Brewer highlights. There's so much to do and see in Brewer, and I'm going to circle back. June 7th is the Riverwalk Festival. You mentioned crafters. Is it too late if somebody's listening and they're like, oh wait, I want to have a table there, or I've got a food truck? We're in mid-May now. Is it too late this year?
We have our food truck area all full. We could probably squeeze in a couple more crafters.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's room for volunteers. If people want to get involved, they can volunteer. There's a Facebook page, Riverwalk Festival, and they can find out more information there.
Okay, that would be fun.
Yeah.
So Riverwalk Festival, how would people get a hold of you, Renee, in your department?
So they could call me at 989-7500 or email rdoble@brewermaine.gov. And the other thing about the Riverwalk Festival that we forgot to mention is that if people are worried about parking, we're going to have free parking at the auditorium, and then you can take the free trolley, which is Bangor's cute little trolley. It's going to give people a ride down to Center Street and over by the craft fair, which is going to be near the old Tozier's building. And it's going to circle around every 20 minutes or so and give people rides.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And is all of that information on the Facebook page, and will probably be updated as we get closer to the festival?
Yeah, we'll have a map and schedules, and we'll also have the day of the event, we'll have some big maps all around.
It's going to be so fun.
Yes, it's a lot of fun.
What time does it start and finish?
It starts at 11.
Okay.
And then it finishes at 9 o'clock. We'll have fireworks, and so after that it will be done.
Well, good luck with it.
Thanks.
It's going to be great. I think you may have mentioned this, so forgive me, but how many years have you been doing the festival?
This is the 5th annual.
5th, okay.
We took a couple years off for COVID, but we're back at it.
Yeah. Well, thank you. As we wrap up, anything else that we missed or you'd like to add?
I think that's it.
Let's go Brewer.
Yes, we're very excited to see everybody at the Riverwalk Festival.
Thank you, Renee Doble, for joining us on Chamber Connect. We'll wrap up. I'm your host, Deb Newman. We appreciate you listening. Talk to you soon.